Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa and today's video is going to be looking into the question, who is coming towards you and why? And today we're specifically going to be looking into the romantic version of this reading. So this is going to be a great video for those of you that are curious to know what type of romantic partner may be potentially approaching you and why. What's the lesson? What's their intention? We're just going to kind of keep it open to seeing what comes through for you. So let's go ahead and get into some disclaimers. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, meaning that some of the messages may apply quite specifically to you, while other messages may not. So as I always say, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Just release it and let it go. Please don't allow it to get you upset if something in these general readings is not specifically resonant to your own situation. If you did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can book one with me will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are always a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own personal situation. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So for today's video, we're going to be working with 3 piles. For pile number 1, we have this rose quartz crystal. For pile number 2, we have some orange calcite. And for pile number 3, we have this really cute little purple fluorite candy. So I want you guys to take a deep breath. Think about who's coming towards you and why. Go ahead and select the crystal or the pile you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box where you'll locate the timestamp that will take you to your pile selection. See you there. Hey pile 1, if you guys picked out this beautiful rose quartz crystal, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to be looking into who is coming towards you in love and why. So we're going to begin with our pre-shuffled oracle cards here, and then I'm going to be using some tarot and some additional oracle cards to get some more information. So starting us off, we have the year of the dog. So I'll zoom this in so you guys can see. We have nearby. Ooh, and we have Aquarius. And we have love. Okay. Pile 1. I do want to say that initially tapping into this reading, I do feel that this group has been doing a lot of work on themselves. Like self-love is coming through really strongly here. And I do feel like this next person that's coming into your life is coming in sooner than you think, or coming in once you've gotten to a really solid place with being comfortable with who you are. This person is nearby. So I do feel for a lot of you guys that this is someone who is a person that you see maybe like during your day-to-day, somewhere in your routine. I think that you guys are coming across this person. Some of you might already know who this is because with this dog, the year of the dog, this is talking about loyalty and sociable, right? So this could be a person who is in your social circle or somebody who has maybe a little bit more of an outgoing personality. So this talks about loyal, sociable, courageous, diligent, steady, lively, adaptable, honest, and smart. All the years can signify birth years for whoever this person is. For some of you guys, they could just be significant years in general for you. But this is a person who I think is going to be incredibly loyal, or have a lot of the traits that are depicted here on this card. I do feel that something about this person is a little bit different than what you've had in the past, especially with this Aquarius energy coming up. Aquarian energy is a little bit rebellious in nature at times. It is an energy that is sort of marching to the beat of its own drum. It's unique, it's different. It can be surprising. There's an element of surprise to it at times. it kind of disrupts the status quo. And something else that I'm getting with Aquarius and the year of the dog is that this person may be somebody who is much more focused on what's right for the partnership versus what's right just for the individual. So maybe this group has dealt with people in the past where, and maybe this is why that self-love message came up at the beginning, but maybe you guys have dealt with someone in the past or people in the past that it's like the effort and energy was imbalanced, right? Maybe they were selfish or self-centered. Maybe it was all about them and you guys found yourselves in situations where you're breadcrumbing. I do think with Aquarian energy coming up here, this is telling me that whoever this is that you guys are connecting with may have more of a balanced and logical way of looking at the connection and making sure that they make decisions that are right for the duo versus the individual. With love coming up here, though, I do feel like this person, this connection that's in your circle somewhere, in your day-to-day somewhere, this ties in with Aquarius really well because this card is basically saying that this connection is coming into your life to help you to better define what love means to you, to help you kind of come up with a deeper understanding of what you feel love is, how you want to be loved. And with Aquarius energy being here, I'm wondering if for some of you guys, not only would this person kind of make you think about love differently, but this might be a person that you have maybe a different sort of connection with than the status quo, right? Like, again, Aquarian energy can be a bit rebellious or imaginative, as this card says. It also talks about independence, right? Like marching to the beat of your own drum in a sense. And so maybe some of you guys that chose pile 1 have a unique outlook on love and relationships that's a little bit different from what the status quo sort of traditional relationship dynamics are wherever it is that you guys live. You know, like maybe this group is not necessarily the group that needs to get married or necessarily wants to have kids or something along those lines. Like something about sort of breaking tradition is coming through. And I think that with this love energy being here, this group is learning to define love for themselves, right? Sort of taking those societal expectations and pressures off of the situation and really asking what's right for me. And maybe for some of you guys, that is what's right for you, is more of that traditional energy. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for others of you, maybe you will find through connecting with this person that there are unique and different ways that you can experience love. So let's continue for pile number 1. I want to start off by looking at this person's energy and then your energy and the joining energy in between you. So tell us a little bit more about the next person coming into pile 1's life in a romantic sense and why they're coming. So show us this person's energy. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, show me pile 1, my viewer's energy with this connection. High Priestess. Joining energy. Two of Pentacles. This could be somebody that you guys work with here with this 8 of Pentacles coming up at the bottom. Just throwing that out there. Okay. I think that I feel like this connection is going to be pretty big for both people, is what it feels to me. And when I say pretty big, you guys, it just means that the lesson is important, I think, for both parties. It doesn't always have to mean that this is going to be the long-term person you end up with for the rest of your life, right? Sometimes that happens and it's great. Other times we choose to go a different path. But both of you guys are showing up here with major arcana energy, which to me indicates a bigger lesson or theme within the connection that's being learned. I feel like this person with the Wheel of Fortune here, like there's a sense of this connection being kind of fated to them. Again, they're nearby. So there's like this element of chance here, this element of destiny, or just happening to be in the same place at the same time at the right moment in the right time. I also think that this person could be somebody who feels as though they need to take a risk. Like they're risking something by kind of rolling the dice on this connection. They're taking a chance. I'm really being drawn to the books that are here. I don't know if you guys can see these. I feel like this is a person who is like quite studious or educated, or somebody who is taking an educated chance, an educated risk, if you will. And I think that you guys are actually going to learn a lot from each other if and when you choose to connect, because the High Priestess card is coming up for you. And the High Priestess is kind of like this all-knowing sort of energy, right? It's somebody who is has the answers within, somebody who's tapped into their intuition, someone who doesn't necessarily need to ask a lot of stuff because they already know a lot of stuff. They're already discerning what's going on without really having to be a student about it, right? Like, or ask a lot of questions. You guys hold the keys. So I kind of feel like there's something about you having answers or insights that this person is going to be really drawn and attracted to. Like you guys hold the keys to some sort of knowledge that this person might be looking to impart. I do think that this group with the High Priestess card coming up, this is a connection where it seems like, again, there are lessons here for you, but the High Priestess is kind of about leaning back into observation mode. You know, I think that with this love energy coming up and this conversation we're having about assessing what love means to you, I think that this pile will kind of find themselves a little bit more laid back, leaned back even with this connection, because this High Priestess is all about listening to your intuition and not necessarily, again, having to say a lot or do a lot. You're just kind of in a sense of being, right? It's a more reserved energy of just sort of like watching what happens and observing what happens. The power in the pause, you know, taking pause instead of jumping into anything. I'm also kind of feeling there's a dynamic here where like your person coming in might be a bit more extroverted in their energy, and this group may be a bit more introverted and laid back in their energy. So there could be sort of a different dynamic there where like this person's really outgoing, you're a little bit more reserved with the High Priestess card. With the Two of Pentacles being here though, there's sort of this element of having to make a choice, right? Like weighing the options, maybe even exchanging resources in some capacity. Again, you guys might work with this person. Underneath of the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Two of Cups here. So there is sort of like harmony here in the connection that I see. And underneath of that, we have the 10 of Cups. So I definitely think that this is a connection where both people will be, like there's emotional compatibility here. The Aquarius energy does talk about compassionate. Aquarian energy can be a bit detached at times for sure, but I think that it's talking about compassion because it's sort of making decisions and choices here with the Two of Pentacles that are right for both of you. Compassionate for both, compassionate for the energy of the connection versus just being selfish to one side. When you guys meet with this person, whenever you encounter this energy, with the Two of Pentacles being here, this could be an energy where both parties have to decide whether they're ready for a relationship, whether it's worth the risk. With the Two of Pentacles as well, this is like go with the flow type of energy too, right? Like, so there could be this energy between you of just letting things kind of go as they flow, you know, without either one of you having to put a lot of thought or effort or calculation into things. And it seems like both people are kind of okay with that based off what I see so far. It is very much this energy of just letting things flow. The Two of Pentacles also does talk about needing to find balance. So for some of you guys, there could be this energy for you of, look, as I parted the deck, we had Fate, which is what I was getting with that Wheel of Fortune. But for some of you guys with this Two of Pentacles, I do think that there is maybe a need to take something off of your plate in order to make space for a connection. And this could be something that you're learning about through connecting with this person. Because the Two of Pentacles is balancing a lot, right? They've got to juggle to keep things going, keep all their balls in the air, you know? So sometimes when this card comes up, we need to figure out what's going to go in order for us to make space for a relationship. So let's see. What else does pile 1 need to know about the next person coming into their life and why they're coming in? Self-care. Isn't that interesting that I was getting that self-love message at the end? Let's get one more of these. Boundaries. We do have soulmate energy here at the bottom. So self-care, clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. This makes so much sense with this High Priestess card, you guys. Yeah, it's like there's this self-care is a huge focus with this group, where it's like no matter what is happening with this person, I think that you guys are learning a lot about taking care of yourself and taking care of your own needs before you jump to any conclusions or before you invest so much of yourself into someone else. Again, I keep feeling like this group has been with partners in the past who really took advantage or breadcrumbed, or there was like not an equal exchange of give and take here. So with the High Priestess coming up, you guys have kind of learned that lesson. And again, it's taking this more reserved stance instead of feeling like you need to be so actively pursuing or actively engaging. You're just letting this person lead. And through observing them, you guys may find that there's a little bit of this flexible energy here where boundaries are needed. Firm boundaries are needed now. So this person is going to help to teach you about boundaries too. Making sure that you're upholding your boundaries and standards, but also being comfortable to set boundaries and standards for them. I just kind of keep getting the sense that if this, like this person, I feel like this group is just giving like unbothered energy. Like you're happy to connect with this person, but you're not literally lifting a finger here. You know, you're just kind of watching and learning what they do instead of allowing their action or inaction to get you overly emotional, either in a positive or negative way. It's really interesting. So let's just close it out with a few of these for pile 1. So what else does pile 1 need to know about this person coming towards them and the reason why they're coming towards them? So we have friendship coming up. Yeah, somebody in your network, you guys, for sure. Ooh, freedom. Okay. Ooh, and we have beauty queen. Mature man at the bottom. So this could be someone that's a bit older than you in age. But yeah, so this is what I see, guys. I think that this person, we have friendship energy with being single and the beauty queen. So I definitely feel that whenever this person comes into your life, you guys are very much focused on yourself. This is casual energy with that Two of Pentacles and freedom being here. So someone that you can just have a lighthearted sort of connection with, someone that is maybe a bit more casual in nature, or just you're wanting maybe a little bit more of a casual relationship here where it starts off as friendship. you know, maybe slowly building towards something, but not putting a ton of pressure on the situation. Because I feel like you guys are really in your, like, this golden, like, self-care era where you're just glowing and shining and really enjoying kind of being free and having your options open here. Now, for some of you guys, this is your person's energy, where it's like they are in this energy of wanting freedom, casual lightness. Maybe they have a lot of choices and options, right? Could be mirrored for both of you guys as well. And so I think because of this, yeah, it's really interesting, you guys. I think a lot of the messages we were getting earlier on in the reading make a lot of sense with Aquarius and the love card coming up. It's like this connection, this person that's coming towards you, it does feel like it's a little bit more of a casual, sort of go with the flow connection. But I think there's this energy of appreciating it for what it is in the time that it's coming in for you. You know, there is definitely this energy of like no pressure at all that I'm feeling on the situation. To me, the energy that I'm tapping into, it feels like you, my viewer, are happy with this more free-flowing energy with this person when it comes to you. So this is a really interesting pile, group one. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments how you feel like it resonates with you, if you have any idea of who you think this person might be. Is this the type of relationship that you're looking for or no? Comment below, let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey pile 2, if you guys picked out this little orange calcite crystal, this is going to be your reading. We're looking into who's coming towards you in love and why. So we're going to start with our pre-shuffled oracles here. Then I'm going to be building on more cards as we move through the remainder of the reading. So let's go ahead and see who's coming towards you. So starting us off, we've got Aries energy. We have family or past connection, feminine energy, self-respect. Okay. Okay. So this person might be an Aries or have the traits of an Aries. I'm also feeling like this person could be coming into your life during Aries season for some of you. This card on the strength side, it cites enthusiasm, witty, confident, and honest. Weaknesses, impulsive, selfish, and moody. So those are all themes and traits that can be associated with Aries. I do feel this is a person that you guys either already know, because family or past connection gives this familiarity energy to it. So for some of you, this could be like an ex or a past partner or an old friend or someone that you guys already know. For others of you, this is a past life connection, meaning that there's familiarity here because you've known them in a past life, if you guys believe in that. I'm also feeling that this person, regardless of whether or not they're new to you or not, there's something here about family energy and family dynamics that you may be learning through connecting with this person. So I would definitely be paying attention to like what is coming up for you, like what types of treatment patterns, behaviors, etc. do you experience within this connection? Because it might be rooted back to upbringing or your ancestors in some way. And with feminine energy coming up here, this is telling me that this is a person who is in their feminine energy. So this can be different things for different people. For some of you, this could be talking about the way that this person expresses their gender, right? Maybe they express in a more feminine way. Maybe they are, maybe they identify as female or woman or something like that. But the way that I typically like to read these cards is more talking to the energy versus the gender identity or expression, because to me, when I see feminine energy with some of these other cards here, this is a person who is in their feminine, meaning that they are in an energy of leaning back, receiving, attracting, versus somebody who is in the masculine energy, which might be more about taking action, doing, pursuing. So depending on how you choose to look at it, that can be positive or it can be negative. But there definitely is a lesson that's coming up with this person around self-respect here. I think that you and this person are going to have a lot of chemistry and physical attraction with each other. I definitely think that there's going to be this pull, this magnetic pull to this person whenever they do enter your life. A lot of times with those past life connections, that's what it is. And with Aries being here, definitely lots of passion. But I kind of feel that there is this vibe I'm getting of an imbalance here. And I think that you guys with self-respect coming up here are learning how to stay aligned with your own boundaries and expectations, and to stay aligned with the things that you say that you ultimately want in love. And I don't necessarily think that this person is going to be long-term for you if you guys do choose to connect with them. I feel like this is a more like short-term kind of stop on your love path. But I think if you guys do connect with them, it's helping you to kind of level up and keep yourself on path with where it is that your ultimate destination is in love. Like, a lot of times, guys, with the past life connections, they are here to teach us a lesson. And sometimes if it's a familiar energy or familiar person that we keep finding ourselves going back to, it's because we haven't learned the lesson yet. So if you guys are coming to pile 2 and you're like, no, I've already learned that lesson, I don't want that, then when this person enters your life, it's going to hopefully be very easy for you to say, no, thank you, and keep moving on, moving forward here. Whereas for others of you, if you haven't learned the lesson, then you're going to be really pulled to this person. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I do feel like my pile 2s have a very clear idea about what it is that they want out of a partner, what it is that they want in love, right? I'm being drawn to this castle here. And I do think that you are being guided, in a sense, to really understand that you are in the driver's seat of your love life more than you realize. I'm really being drawn to how this light is coming down here onto the person walking the path. And she's got her little like angel or fairy guide here guiding her along the way, pointing them in the right direction. You know what I mean? It's like, what am I trying to say? It's like you guys, regardless of this person, or maybe being in situations that haven't been ideal in the past, you are the common denominator in those connections. You are the common denominator oftentimes in the way that, the type of treatment that you allow. And so I think that with this person, it's helping to illuminate self-empowerment for you. It's helping to illuminate with Aries your own confidence, right? Like, you guys know what you want, and you and you alone have to be the one to block out anything that's not that, so that it doesn't knock you off path or knock you off course. So let's see, let's continue here. Tell us more about this person for pile 2. I want to first look at their energy, and then we'll look at yours. So tell me pile 2's person. This person coming toward them, what is their energy? Show us their energy. Page of Cups. And then pile 2, my viewer's energy. Page of Pentacles. Joining energy. The Star. Okay. Beautiful energy. Excuse me. So both of you guys are showing up here as pages. So both of you guys are showing up to this connection as being a little bit new or inexperienced. And I also think both of you are showing up here as children in a sense. That message about family, inner child stuff is coming up, I think, for both people when you guys connect. And your person with the Page of Cups is showing up here as someone who is the page of emotion, whereas you, my viewer, are showing up as the page of practicality, the page of effort, and the student energy in a sense. I think that your person is going to come in, definitely makes sense with this feminine energy, because this page of cups is very much about shyness. It's like a crush, but sometimes a person who's very shy, a person who's very, like they want to express how they feel. And when they do, it comes across very like low key, right? This is like a cute little text message or a DM or something like that. I feel like this person is still learning how to feel safe with expressing their emotions. And it could be because it's new to them in general, or it could be because it's new to them with you. It's like I'm really being drawn to this fish kind of jumping out of the cup and their little face being kind of disappointed in that. So there's sort of this element of them maybe feeling like they don't really have control over their emotions or the situation. You guys are also facing away from each other as the cards are shown here, which is interesting. Which also makes me feel like there's a lesson here, but I don't know that you guys are necessarily, like, I don't know if this is going to be a super significant connection for either of you guys, if that makes sense. You, my viewer, are showing up here with a page of pentacles. This is student energy. This is learning. This is also slow moving energy. And it's an energy of wanting something tangible in your love life, and just learning how to build those things through curiosity and asking questions and studying, right? So whereas this person is coming in more about emotion, you guys, my viewer, are showing up here more about the practicality, the reality, the groundedness of the situation. And with the star being here joining the energies, I think that this connection actually has the potential to be very healing and inspirational to you both. Because the star does talk about hope. It does talk about inspiration. But I'm really being drawn to this giant star here in the center, which is kind of reminding me of the castle here. It's like, I think both people sort of have this idealistic idea of what their ultimate goal in love is. And that is a beautiful thing. I think there's potential, maybe both people see potential for this in this connection. But I also have to say with the star card, you guys, that sometimes this card is a card of inaction, which kind of goes back to this feminine energy. I don't really see either one of you guys being willing to put in a ton of overt effort into this. It's both very new, very slow energy, right? And the star can oftentimes be a vibe where, like, we're thinking about someone a lot. We're feeling like, you know, maybe one day in the future. It's like a hopeful energy of maybe one day in the future, pile 2 and I will be together. You know, like putting someone on that pedestal, but then not necessarily always taking action, which makes a lot of sense with that feminine energy being here. And maybe you and this person connect and you just keep it this way, you know? Feminine energy doesn't have to be like a bad thing necessarily, because it's not. But I know that a lot of my viewers want to see action and movement in their relationships with others. So sometimes when I see that feminine energy card coming up for a person coming into your life, what this tells me is that they're not going to be taking a lot of action because they're leaned back into their feminine. So let's see what else for pile number 2 about this connection. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. So this feels like someone you guys already know. And maybe this is why there's this energy of taking things slow, and we have this energy of healing and starting off on a more cautious foot, if you will. This can also be why we have that feminine energy here, because maybe both people know that they're not wanting it to move super fast because we're giving an old connection that needs healing a second chance. We need to nurture this connection. Okay. We also have decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. I think that's why you guys are in this Page of Pentacles energy here, because there is a need to take it slow and really study and ask yourself if this is aligned with your North Star of what it is that you're ultimately looking for. You guys also have healing at the bottom. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So childhood stuff keeps coming up in your reading pile too. So this would be really good to reflect on. Like, is there something about this person and this connection that is like a repeated pattern, or something that's teaching you something about your upbringing in a sense? So let's see. Let's pull a few of these, and then we'll close it out for you, group 2. So what is group 2? You need to know about this person that's headed their way. I just keep feeling like your person coming in is very like sad about something that went wrong here. Like their feelings are hurt about something. Children, oh my gosh, childlike innocence and fun. I mean, clearly this keeps coming up for a reason. Pile number 2. You guys also, there may actually be children, like maybe you and this person, or you or this person have children, and that's playing a role here. We also have home. And we have Ice Queen, divorcee, mother, and discernment. So maybe someone here has gone through a divorce and having to change residences or something. Like there's definitely a storyline here coming up in these cards about divorce and children and home life being impacted here. Whether this is what one of you all are going through right now or something that you've gone through in the past in your upbringing. It's interesting that the mother energy is coming up here too. So there's something about mother energy that's significant. And this Ice Queen energy is interesting because it's very Queen of Swords, where it's like someone who is maybe a bit emotionally kind of shut off. Someone that's using more logic and reason, as the card says, discernment, because they have had issues in the past. And so I think that you, my viewer, as you move forward, if you do decide to move forward with this connection, I see you kind of in this energy of trying to stay as neutral as possible and really gather all the facts before you just jump right in and give your heart to this person. It seems like discernment is needed here for a reason. So this is pretty interesting, pile 2. I think we will go ahead and end your message there, but as always, I would love to hear from you in the comments how you feel it resonates with your situation. If you think you already know who this person is, let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you guys picked out this little fluorite candy, this is going to be your reading. So we're looking to see who is coming towards you, romantic edition, and why. So let's go ahead and start with these oracle cards we have here, and then we'll be adding more information as we go. So we have coming in as a partner or companion. We have the year of the rat. Ooh, and we have long term. And we have divine feminine coming up. Okay. So this definitely looks for pile 3 like a long-term partner is coming in for you. The next person that's coming towards you. This is somebody who wants, I feel like I need to actually censor her because YouTube, you guys know how it is. So sorry about that. So yeah, this definitely seems like a person who's coming in for a long-term committed relationship. Somebody who is showing up as a partner or companion to you. So if that's something that you all are wanting, then I think this is really great news to see. This is the year of the rat here. So hopefully you guys can see all the different years. Could be like birth years of this person. And the traits that it talks about here are intelligence, adaptability, resourcefulness, quick-witted, charming, artistic, and sociable. So this could be somebody who's highly intelligent that you can have really interesting conversations with. This can also be somebody who's pretty outgoing, more of an extrovert, or I'm getting air energy from this as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for some of you. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But with the divine feminine coming up, this is beautiful, because what this is telling me is that this person that's coming into your life is coming in to help you guys be able to relax into your divine feminine energy. Now, for some of you, this could be flipped in a sense, where this person is the divine feminine to you. But for the majority of you guys, what I feel this is a person who's coming in. They're coming in as a partner or companion, right? This is someone who's coming in that genuinely wants, it seems, to step up to the plate and be on the equal ground with you. They want partnership. They want to be your companion. These are the things that they want to offer you in a connection. And so what I feel with this divine feminine energy is that this person is going to help you to learn to trust more. You're going to be in a place where you're more trusting, more accepting. You're able to kind of go with the flow a little bit more. I think you guys are going to be able to lean back and relax into this more feminine energy versus feeling like you have to do a lot with this person or do a lot for this person. Not to say that you're not going to do anything for them, but the divine feminine is about like being able to accept and receive love. It's about being able to nurture your connection in a different way. Whereas the divine masculine is someone that's going to come in and do more of the action, creating more of the stability, the framework of the connection. So I feel like this group is going to, I feel like I want to say finally for some reason, but it's like this group is going to finally, maybe, so be able to relax into their feminine energy and not have to worry so much about do. Because I think you're going to have a partner here that's going to help to take care of you in a way that you need. And you in turn will then be able to nurture and care for this person in a softer, gentler way than maybe connections past. So let's continue. For pile 3, show me this person's energy. Nine of Pentacles. Show me my viewer for pile 3's energy. Page of Wands. And what's the joining energy here? Oops. Seven of Cups. You see this card here with the Hanged Man at the bottom, how it's like, I think that this person is going to be helping you guys to kind of shift your perspective on relationships a little bit here. And what caring for someone really looks like. Now, for some of you guys, I feel like for some of you guys, this Hanged Man energy is maybe in connections past, you guys have felt like you've been nurturing stagnant connections. And I think that there is still a little bit of fear around these types of connections where maybe you've really depleted or exhausted yourself to take care of someone who wasn't really moving things forward in a meaningful way. But the beautiful part of this card that's coming up with the Hanged Man, not reverse, but the Hangman here is like, the Hangman is also about a perspective shift. It's about intentionally putting something on pause so that you can try to see it from a new and different perspective. And in this card, we kind of have a partnership here of someone that is putting something on pause to try to get that enlightenment, and the partner coming in and helping them through this. So there's kind of a dual message that I'm getting with this for some of you. We do have the Emperor card underneath of this, which is divine masculine energy. So I kind of feel with the Seven of Cups coming up here that when you and this person first meet each other, there might actually be some confusion in this connection for some reason, or both of you guys might have other obligations that you're having to split efforts between. I definitely see that you, my viewer, with the Page of Wands, seem to be in a more like fun-loving, adventurous sort of energy toward this person, impulsive energy in a sense, whereas like your person with the Nine of Pentacles here is sort of a person that looks like they're really happy with just being single. They're really happy with, they can kind of just manage and take care of like the material things in their life really well. I do kind of wonder if this person has like a thing about money where like money is really important to them, or stability might be really important to them. Maybe not necessarily in a good way per se, because I'm really being drawn to like they're in this Nine of Pentacles energy. And if we look here, you see how he's kind of like grabbing at these jewels and has kind of a creepy, like demented look in his eye in a sense. I do kind of wonder if there's going to be something here with this person about money that comes up. But I think that this person, the cool thing about them with the Nine of Pentacles is that they're in a place in life where they're not going to need your money, right? Because they have their own stuff. They've built their own empire as a single person. And so I think that they're coming in with this partnership and companionship energy because this person already has abundance in their life. They have worked to a place where they're able to really enjoy the fruits of their labor. And after the Nine of Pentacles comes a Ten of Pentacles. And a Ten of Pentacles is about building legacy with a partner, right? So they are kind of in a place where I feel like they're kind of looking for that next step here when you guys do connect. But the thing with the Nine of Pentacles that we have to also be mindful of, and this is why I kind of think there's some confusion energy between the both of you, is that Nine of Pentacles energy can also be like that single, unbothered energy where like they're totally content to be single. You know, so they're happy to have someone come into their life if it's the right person or the right fit, if it's like a quality connection to them. But if it's not, then they're totally cool to be like, no, thank you, you know? You guys with the Page of Wands, this is really interesting. So Page of Wands energy is about new beginnings, new things. It's a page, so it's childlike energy. There could be maybe an age difference here in this connection as well. Maybe you guys are a little bit younger than this person for some of you. Page of Wands likes to have fun. You know, they like excitement. They like spontaneity. They can also be easily distracted here with the Seven of Cups, right? It's like, ooh, here's a shiny thing here. That was really fun. Now let me go to this shiny thing over here. That was really fun. Air energy, Gemini energy coming through for some reason, even though this is not an air sign. But, you know, I think that there are elements of both of you guys that I think can cause, there is an element of both of you guys being caught in distractions when you first meet this person. I'm also feeling with the Seven of Cups that you guys meet this person after trying a lot of cups, if you will. Because this card is kind of about like trying this, like trying a bunch of things until you're able to find the thing that you like the best, that you want to commit to. You know what I mean? So there is maybe an element of you and this person both dating a lot or trying a lot of cups out to see what tastes the best before you guys find each other. So let's continue here. What else does pile 3 need to know about this connection that's coming into their life? This person coming their way and why they're coming in. Put away the computer. This person works a lot, okay? This says working less will help strengthen your relationship. I'm definitely getting that. The person that you guys are connecting with might be a workaholic, that work might be really, really important to them. And I keep feeling this disappointment energy here with this Page of Wands. Like, you see how he's kind of walking away, kind of sad looking. It makes me wonder if you guys might not always get those impulsive, fun things from this person that you want to do, okay? Because they seem to be very focused on their personal abundance, their money, their work. Let's see. We also have soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. We also have longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. You know, yeah, it feels like one thing that's going to come up with this person is quality time and how the both of you can spend quality time together more often. That could be really important to this group. Excuse me. This energy is interesting, pile 3. Like, it definitely looks like the person is presenting themselves to you as wanting long-term partnership. But I do think that there are going to be, like, I don't know if this is going to be perfect, you know, as much as I would love it to be like a rainbows and sunshine reading, like, but I think that's normal, right? No relationship is ever perfect. You guys will meet this person and you're going to ultimately decide if it's the right fit for you for a long-term relationship. Just because it's what they want doesn't mean it has to be what you want with them, you know? But there's also potential, I feel, for this to be really positive too. So let's get a few more and then we'll close it out. So what else should pile 3 know about this person that's coming into their life romantically? We have Beauty Queen. Children. Travel. And we have soulmate again. This is definitely a soulmate, you guys. This is definitely someone that you're supposed to meet in this lifetime. I think with the Divine Feminine coming up, this person seems like someone that really wants to take care of their responsibilities in their life. And this might be someone where you guys don't have to work, or you won't have to work as much, you know? But the trade-off here may be that you and this person don't get to spend as much quality time together. I think this person may have children already when you guys meet each other. And I also think that this person might be someone that is maybe really important or influential in some capacity. Like, it feels like they have a lot of eyes on them. They may travel a lot for their job too. But I also think this speaks to, like, it's almost like what I see in this connection is that this person is bringing in the stability and, like, taking care of the practical needs, and you, my viewer, are bringing in, like, the fun and the spontaneity in this connection. Like, Page of Wands with travel, like, I feel that this group, you guys are going to be like, hey, this weekend I'm booking us a trip to go here, there. Like, I think you're the one that's helping to infuse fun into this person's life and help them enjoy the resources that they have versus just working all the time. Because truly, this person has already worked enough to be able to enjoy things, but it doesn't feel like they're coming to the table here with a lot of enjoyment already in their life, you know? They seem to be very focused on their money. And if they do already have kids, this could be why, you know? This could be why they have responsibilities they need to take care of here. Now, for some of you guys, if this person does not have kids, there is something about having more fun that's coming up with this. Inner child stuff might be coming up with this person for some of you guys as well, you know, especially if this is someone who is, like, workaholic and maybe there's an issue with quality time that could be mirroring something that you guys experienced in childhood. But this is interesting, pile 3. Like, I feel like this definitely has a lot of potential to be promising for you, but it's not without its roadblocks and challenges. And of course, everything is a choice, right? Just because the reading says one thing, just because the reading says, oh, this is, who's coming towards you, doesn't mean you have to say yes, You could try it out and see how it goes, or you could be like, nope, not my energy that I'm looking for. So I didn't do this for anyone else, but I'm doing it for you because you're special, pile 3. I want to see the physical traits of this person. I want to see what they look like. And this is just for fun. So they may all resonate. They all may not resonate. Only one might resonate. Let's just kind of see what you guys need to know about this person's physical appearance or traits. Okay. So let's take a look. This is interesting. Can speak more than one language fluently. So this is a bilingual person for some of you guys. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. This says, will be the one to ask you out. Yeah, this is like more of a divine masculine that's coming in for you guys. Someone that's not afraid to go after what they want. Has a personal pride for their collectibles. Makes sense with the 9 of Pentacles. Like I'm getting kind of a Taurus vibe from them with that too. Like maybe this person's a Taurus. They like nice things. Has an unusual hair feature. Goes by a nickname. Dyes their hair unusual colors. Okay, so that could be the unusual hair feature for some of you. And then we have communicating their feelings comes easy for them. Well, that's good. Always makes it easier. So pile 3, we're going to end the reading here, but as always, comment below. Let me know how you feel like this resonates with you and your situation. If you think you know who this person is, let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.